Hello everybody, how is it going? It is JewJuBee here and welcome back to City Skylines in the city of Pinecrest. It has been quite a while since the last episode, a little over 2 weeks. Well, I don't really know what happened. It was Labor Day weekend and I took a nice vacation out to the mountains, and then the next weekend my sister came to visit from Texas and I got really behind on my schoolwork, so I just took a little bit of a break from recording and uploading, so it's been a little bit of a while. In the last episode though, what we did was we teared out a lot of our industry and some housing and made way for some new future planning of some industrial zones and things like that. There were 2 live streams between the last episode and this one, and as you can see, in one of the live streams we built this emergency response unit. We had a huge tsunami come through the city and wipe out almost half of the population, and that's pretty much all we did during that live stream, was try and get everything back running and normal. And we also put in a little monument to remember those people that we lost. I think we lost like 1,600 citizens or something like that. It was quite a lot. It was a very devastating tsunami. And then in the live stream after that, which was the one just before this episode, we started to build a quarry and to start like an ore industry, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. But what we're gonna do in this episode is we have quite a demand for residential and a little bit of demand for commercial, so we're gonna go into the suburbs and we're gonna kind of focus on getting some layouts going and some houses put down, and we're also gonna start construction on a fun little project that I've been excited to do. So here is the quarry. I think it is looking very cool. It is still at very beginnings of the work. The industrial park is only a level 2, so we still have quite a lot more buildings to put in. But if you want to watch the construction of things like this in the other industrial zones, we only do that in the live streams, just because I like to take my time and focus on, getting the details and things laid out, and I feel like it can be a little bit boring in some episodes. So I mostly do that on the live streams, which if you're ever interested, we live stream City Skylines on Fridays between 3 to 6. Unless something comes up like I did the last 2 weekends, then I'll just post that on my Twitter. But yeah, usually Fridays between 3 and 6, and this Friday we're going to be working on this quarry as well and continuing to try and get it evolved. But I mean, it's looking pretty cool. We got all of these things going on. This is the main building. We got some water down here. I thought it kind of would be, I don't know, aesthetic. Maybe they're washing out minerals and dumping water in there and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and go see what it is that we're going to be working on today. So here we are in Sycamore Hills, which is one of the relatively new neighborhoods being constructed in our city. As you can see, a lot of these buildings are still relatively low level. What we're going to be doing in this specific neighborhood is we're going to be adding a lot more buildings for people to live in, as well as a country club and a golf course. I downloaded a whole bunch of assets for a golf course quite a while ago, as you can see here, and I'm really excited to try and get these down and detail it and add it to the city. So we're gonna add a lot of houses kind of over here and a little bit over here, and I think that most of the golf course is going to go in this area right here. I think we're going to move this cemetery and church area. Maybe, I'm not sure where we could move it, but I'm definitely thinking that in this block area right here is where all of the cool, what they call golf courses are going to be. So let's go see what we can go ahead and do. The first thing I want to do is get some houses in here to kind of relieve some of this the residential demand. So let's go in here and we're going to lay some roads down. I want to try and do something a little bit interesting. As you can see here, we tried to do a little bit more bends and some curves because it's been kind of gritty, a lot of grids and angles. I wanted to try and get more curves in. So let's see what we can do here. If we go up to, let's see, right about there, we can get the curve tool. We'll go up a block, over a block, and then this should be able to go straight into that road like that. And I think that looks pretty cool. Then maybe what we could do is have a road come off of here and go straight. So that's going to be really close to that intersection. Maybe what we can try and do is, let's see, connect that there, and then I'm going to bulldoze that and we're going to make that a curve. So we'll grab the curve tool and connect it just like that. I think that just gives a little bit more cool little looks going on. Then we're going to do some just simple straight roads here. We want to fill in all these areas with roads. So I think we'll add one in here. And we need something in here. So I guess we'll do like that. And maybe we'll have one that goes up to here and over. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And I don't know if we want a lot of houses near this highway, so we might leave that area blank for now. Maybe we'll put like something in there. I'm not quite sure yet. Right now we have all the schools and stuff over here. I don't know if I want to move the schools next to the highway either. So for now we're just going to leave that blank, and we'll figure out something there. And then let's get some roads in here. Let's just continue this road straight on. Like a nice little angle there. And then we can have a road that goes right back behind the school. And maybe, is that 90 degrees? Yes. A little weird, but that's okay. So we'll do something like that. And then maybe we'll have some roads come in like that and one in like that. So there we go. We got some roads. I think those are kind of interesting, a little bit different than our usual grid. So let's go ahead and put in some residential zoning and see if we can get a whole bunch of people moving in here. Awesome. So now we got some houses moving in. It is starting to get to the nighttime, so I don't actually think construction happens at night, so we might not see a lot of people moving in until the morning. But we definitely have all that zoning now filled in this area to get a lot of people moving in. And hopefully alleviate some of this demand that we have here. We also have a little bit of commercial demand. So I think what I'm going to do for that is come over here. And we're going to plop down just a little bit of commercial. Just there and there. Just so we can start expanding down this road. Actually, let me pause the game. Before they actually come in, we're not going to put any zoning there. And I actually think we're going to remove the zoning here because I want the inside of this area to be empty. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a district just so that we can see where the area is for this golf course going to be. So I'm just going to go around like this, a little sloppy, but good enough. That's good. Good enough. And this is going to be our golf course, which I haven't thought of a name for yet. I was trying to think of something similar to like the Pinecrest theme. So like, I don't know. I guess we could always just do it like Pinecrest Golf Club or like Pinecrest Country Club or something like that. But for now, I'm just going to leave it blank. Actually, I'll just rename it to Country Club. And then maybe we can think of some names in the comment section. So just let me know if you guys have any names. I kind of want to stick with a cool pine theme. So if you have an idea for a pine themed name for a country club, we can do that. Let's go ahead and get these guys some water because it looks like a few of them are out of luck. So let's go and do that and get some pipes in here. And maybe get one that goes across like that. And everybody should have water now. We do have some commercial moving in here, but like I said, I don't think a lot of construction happens at night with the real-time mod, so we're not going to see any construction there. It really sucks that it's nighttime now because now we're not going to really be able to see these when we place them down. So we're going to wait until morning. These cars are driving past my house. I don't know if you guys could hear that. So what I think we'll do before we start laying down some things is we'll look into moving this cemetery. Let's see, what would be a good place to put it? Just so we can get it out of the way. Maybe, I don't know, I was thinking maybe we can try and squeeze it in one of these areas, but I don't think that's going to be enough space. We could try and squeeze it in here. Maybe this triangular area, is there? Yeah, let's squeeze it in this triangular area, just because that would be something interesting. So, the first thing I'm going to do is move the church itself. We'll put it right about there. And then we have these buildings that I'm using to simulate sort of, you know how like churches have like bigger buildings where they have like classrooms and stuff like that. That was what I was trying to simulate there. So I'm gonna make a road go across. I kind of wanted it to be a little bit straighter. Let's see, let's get it 45. That's not right. That is a little bit off. Let me try and do it this way. And then we'll do it like that. There we go. And we can bulldoze that road there, and might have to use the Move It mod to try and adjust this a little bit more, because I don't think that's going to be enough space for that. Let's see. Put it like that. Actually, I think that looks kind of perfect, actually. The way that that all sits in together. I think that is actually perfect. So we're just going to leave that there. Then we have this little bit of a smaller one that should be able to fit on the other side. Perfect. So now that is our church complex. And we have all this other stuff. What is this? Body collection. We probably don't need these anymore. Oh, they're full. Interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can't just move these things. Well, I'm going to use the Move It mod to move these things just because we can. And then we're going to bulldoze the rest of this. Get rid of all these parking lots. We don't need you anymore. And we can delete these roads. Scoot, scoot. And there we go. So now that is all gone.
Meteorologists have issued a severe tornado warning for the area. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we need to be on the lookout for a tornado. The rain hasn't started yet. Can we see the expected area of effect? Oh. I don't see any area of effect in our city. I think we are okay. So it doesn't look like there's any disaster risk. So we just need to keep on the lookout. It hasn't even started raining yet, so I think we're okay. A tornado with an intensity of 6.6 is about to hit the city. So that's nerve-wracking. That's like when you're at home and you're just kind of relaxing and it's like 10 o'clock at night and they're like, tornado watch, and you're like, oh my god. So we'll just keep an eye out for that. For now, what I'm going to do is grab these cemeteries and we're going to plop these bad boys over here. Put one there and one there. Okay, I think that looks good. And I don't remember if we had any zoning there. I'm going to get rid of that zoning. I don't want any teeny itty bitty houses. So there, we have the nice church complex moved, and that way people will still be able to get death care and their churches and stuff like that. Let's go look at the zoning over here. These houses should be gone, so I'm just going to go through and plow those guys out. What we're going to do now is go into these landscaping tool. I'm going to grab some trees. I'm going to fill in this area with a decent amount of trees. Uh-oh. Rain has started. It is starting to rain. Let's see if it has any suggestions on location of... Because usually it'll show you like an area of effect where they think the tornado is going to hit. But I'm assuming what that means is they don't know. So it's starting... Oh! Okay. Here's the tornado.
The tornado has touched down in the area.
We are okay.
Seek shelter immediately if any is available.
We are okay. It is nowhere near the city. That's terrifying, isn't it? Huge tornado. Whew, we lucked out there. I wonder what that looks like from over here. Could you imagine? I don't think we're gonna see that tornado come anywhere over here. So we are okay. We are totally fine. We can just totally ignore it and continue about our business. So let's go ahead and plant some trees. We're using the pines. Let me just scroll through here. Pine trees. We have the regular pine. Let's get this brush a little bit bigger, but I'm going to move the strength down just a little bit. Does that work? Yeah. Just plop some trees down. Then I'm going to get these pencil pines and a little bit of short pines. So there we go. Nice dense forest where we're going to build this country club, because, you know, I want it to feel really organic and kind of with nature. So there's a lot of, you know, they feel like they're kind of going on a little hike when they go camping, or not camping, country clubbing, golfing, whatever the words are. So now what we're going to need is a building to symbolize our golf club, like our actual country club. like where it is that these people go for events and things like that. We're also going to need a pool. All country clubs have pools. Let me see. What does this building look like? And it's a little small. So let me get some roads in here. I think the country club entrance, we're going to put it over here. And I'm going to get the road with the trees. I'm going to have it kind of curve up in here. We want the curve tool. So I'm going to have it kind of go like this. So people kind of make a grand entrance when they come in. And then we'll have a bit of a... Let me get the straight tool. So that's not actually straight. Interesting. And then we're going to make a little square. I'm going to fill that with parking lots. Just like that. So let me see. It's kind of hard to see at night. How is that tornado? Is it gone? It is gone. We can look at the disaster report and it says, congratulations, our city did not suffer. Awesome. And the night is almost over anyway, so the sun should be coming up relatively soon. So now we're going to put some parking lots in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and do one of the road parking lots. Let's see, where are those roads? Here. And let's see which one will fit. I think this one might be a little bit big, but let's see. Actually, that is relatively perfect, I would say. Yeah, I think that looks pretty perfect. So I'm just going to fill this with parking spots, like for people to actually park their vehicles. And then when we come back, we'll place a building down. Okay, so they're a little bit wompy, but that's fine. People can park there. Well, let's see if we can find a nice building that can simulate a country club building. So I want it to be relatively big. Let's actually go in here, and I want to grab the pool. We're going to go ahead and put the pool down because a lot of country clubs have pools. So there is the country club pool. Let's see, there's some other interesting buildings in here. What is this? This is a yoga garden. Maybe we can get the yoga garden in here. And put it like, we'll put it over here. And this is a clinic. That's too small. Let's see. And then these are all death care buildings. I like that yoga garden. I thought that was kind of cool. I've been using this building. I don't want to use it again. Let's see. Maybe if we go in here to... This is a botanical garden. What is that? Tropical garden. Let's get this one in here as well. That like there. Yeah, that'd be a really cool place to go to, you know, to get some relaxing time. So let's see. So it doesn't look like we have anything in this category. Everything's a little bit tiny. Well, not tiny, but just not really what I'm looking for. Let's go look in the school category, because I have quite a lot of schools. Maybe we'll have, what is this? See, I don't think that looks like a country club, it looks like a school. So, we won't use that one. What is this? Redhawks Kindergarten. What does that look like? It looks like a kindergarten because there is a playground right there. I think that would have looked pretty cool if they didn't have the playground. What is this? This is like a... not really. I don't think that's what we're going to use. What is this? Ooh. This is really cool. How have I not seen this yet? That's a school. Wow. That's a really cool school. It's like a boarding school. So I think we're going to just go ahead and use the elder care just because it looks like what I want it to look like. So we're just going to go ahead and use that. So that is our country club. And now what we can do is start to construct some of these golf courses. So if we go in here to this, we'll see all this going on. So the only thing I know about these is it's based off of an actual golf course. I don't remember the name of it. But I know that to set it up, the end of every pitch needs to be right next to the beginning of the next pitch. So it's kind of like a zigzag. I know that there's a practice pitch. Driving range. Whoa. Holy moly, that is massive. We have the practice green. So I think what we're going to do is let me get some roads. And we're just going to kind of have to build this as we go. That's kind of going to be the best way to do it. But I want to use some of these pedestrian roads. Zonable pedestrian tiny gravel road. Tiny road. I think the gravel road is what we're going to use. That way the people can drive their little golf carts and stuff, you know? So that looks weird. Let's just move the pool away. There we go. So that's where people will drive their little golf carts. And this one can go up to here, and we'll just connect those like that for now. And then maybe we'll have one that comes in here eventually or something like that. I don't think we'll have any courses over here. So the first thing I want to do is place down some of the practice greens. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh. So it looks like we're gonna have to... Interesting, that looks kind of weird. Do I have to lower these down? Doesn't look like it. I'm not sure why it looks like so elevated like that. But it looks like we're gonna have to get rid of a lot of these trees that we actually placed down. But that's fine, we can get rid of them and then we'll place them back at the end. This will allow us to have a better look at things. So that is the practice green. Definitely looks very strange. But yeah, let's just see if maybe it's just that one. Maybe the other ones don't look so weird. So let's look at the driving range because this one was huge. Let me turn it this way. Why are they so high up like that? Oh, weird. Ah, so they come over here. This is the driving range. Interesting. That looks pretty cool. I wonder where we can put that. Because I definitely think that would be pretty cool somewhere. Maybe we can put that... I don't think people would come to the driving range and not come for the actual golf course. Maybe we can do something like that. It's kind of squeezed in there. People can come do some driving range. Why? It just looks kind of strange, like how elevated it is. Is that how golf courses are? Just that high up off the ground? Well, it's not so high over here. Alright, well, we'll leave that. I think that looks kind of cool there. So then we have the why does it keep disappearing? Oof, it's kind of annoying. So let's move this practice green. Let's put a couple of those over here. Just for people to practice before they start. Where is the tee? I think that's over here. So this needs to turn around. So let's move that. So there's the practice green. That way people can get a little bit warmed up before they go. Now what I'm going to try and do, I'm probably going to do this in a time lapse, is I'm going to try and get all 18 of these holes to kind of zigzag and squish in this area, and let's see if I can get that done. I'm going to do it in a time lapse just because I feel like it's going to take a long time. So enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you guys when we get back.
just adore you all of the time. I'd like to. I'd like to. I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you, love you. If I may, if I may. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you night and day. If I may, may. I'd like to. I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you.
And look at that, we are a big city. We just hit a population of 17,000 people, which is super excited. So people are definitely moving into this new suburban area and some of the residential zoning that we just put in. And this gives us, let's see, it gives us a new area plot, but we went ahead and unlocked all the plots anyway in one of the live streams because I decided it just made more sense to just go ahead and unlock everything. I'd rather focus on being able to put things where I want to and focus on making them nice as opposed to, you know, organic expansion like the game wants us to do. We can now make a liberal arts college. We got some things for the liberal arts college. We also got some different things. We got a large water tower, which is cool to see. We also got some track and field stadiums, which I think is super cool. We got the crematorium, which will save a lot of space. But that's pretty much it. Nothing new. The next milestone is the Grand City, which gives us a baseball park, a water transfer facility, or waste transfer, sorry, my bad. And that's pretty much it. So these next few expansions don't really give us anything too extreme. We get the harbor at 34,000. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of wait and see how things like that go. So anyway, I am still working over here on the golf course. It's kind of going along. I'm trying to do some terrain editing, and it's a little bit stressful. So you can see some of the raw work here before it kind of gets all treed up and looks a little bit nicer. Over here, we do have it a little bit more cleaned up, a little bit more organized. As you can see, there's lots of trees and paths for them to walk around and get to all the different paths. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying because they do that sometimes. They just disappear. And it makes it a little bit annoying to work on, but for the most part, I think it's looking cool. I'm gonna have to do a lot of this work off camera, so I don't know how much more live stream I'm going to do, but I think for now, it's looking good. So I'm just gonna keep working on it, keep cracking at it, and seeing what more we can do. But other than that, I think it's coming along great. Okay, so it's a new day for me. I took a bit of a break on this, and I worked on it through the live stream, which if you want to watch the full live stream of that, it should be up on the channel by now. But yeah, we just went through and did some detail work, and so it is pretty much done. It's not as detailed as I probably would have liked it to be, but I think it definitely looks kind of cool. We got paths connecting everywhere. As you can see, they're all over the place for people to get, you know, around with their golf carts or whatnot. And there's tons of trees, which is what I wanted. I wanted it to be very, you know, surrounded by trees except for the areas where you're going to be golfing. Ooh, we're getting some lag. But yeah, I think it looks super cool. I definitely think this is going to be a good stopping place for this. And we might come back in the future to do a little bit of detail work, but I am definitely not one of those people that does like extensive detail work. That's more of like Corrales. That's not me. But this is definitely where I wanted to be. I just kind of wanted a nice golf course. And I don't think we have too many people coming in here, so I don't really know how to get people to cut out here, like walking on these paths and stuff. Maybe, here's an idea I just had. What if instead of a district, we make this a park? And then that would give, you know, entice people to just come in and walk around, right? Let me erase this district that we put on here. And let's get a park district. I'm gonna use this one. Let's use the road here. So now people can actually enter the park, which, have we had any visitors yet? Nope. And this way we might be able to add in some cool park features in here. So let's see, like, what do we have? We have a plaza, which we can squeeze over here. We have a cafe, which is kind of cool. Squeezing over there. Maybe we get a cafe over here. I'm just gonna plop that there, and I'm gonna use the Move It mod to adjust it. Do something more like this. Oops, not the path. Let's move it. There we go. Yeah, and it's gonna need power. We will do that in a second. What do we have? Some restrooms. Yeah, we should plop some restrooms around. So people can use the restrooms while they're golfing. Let's get one over here. And let's get one like sort of here in the middle. Perfect. And we'll get a couple over here. Put one there and one there. What is this? Info booth. I don't think we need that. Chest. We don't need that. Some gazebos. Yeah, we can pop some gazebos around. Gazebos I think are cool, you know, in case people want to take a break from golfing. So we'll just throw some gazebos around. Where else do we have some paths? Yeah, we can put a gazebo there. We should put one by the water. Definitely think that would be cool. Put a gazebo there. Like that. And this will encourage people to want to come visit the park because there's all these things now. And there. What do we have? Trampoline parks, playgrounds. We don't want any of that. All right. So now we got some more stuff going on here in the country club. Our entertainment level is pretty decent high. We haven't had any visitors quite yet, so we'll just need to wait on that. But yeah, so I'm thinking that's looking cool. This is all I really wanted to get done in today's episode. Let's see, we have some problems over here. What are you guys complaining about? Not enough educated workers. Yeah, we're still having trouble with the trade school. Students, 94 out of 1,000. Is that because we only have 94 college students? Where is it that we can look at how many students there are in the city? Okay, so there's 207 university students in the city. So we just need to grow. We just need more people. So what we'll need to do is expand. Probably in this next part, what we'll do is we'll expand sort of in this area and maybe try to get the college to expand, but it doesn't look like too many people are wanting to move in. But yeah, that's what we'll do in the next part. We'll maybe put an interchange in here. We'll throw an interchange over here as well. Get some people moving in over here. We also need to build another apartment complex. I think we could definitely use another one of those. So we might throw one in over here. But yeah, so, and then we also still need to do the industrial park, which we'll probably do in a live stream, just because it's going to take a lot of nitpicking and tweaking and making sure all the industry zones are working. So if you ever want to catch a live stream for City Skylines, I stream City Skylines on Fridays from 3 to 6 on Twitch. The links are in the description. But yeah, I think the city is coming along really well. I'm going to go ahead and leave this part here. If you have any suggestions for things to build in the city, then leave them in the description box below. Also, if you have any suggestions for the name of our new country club, then leave those in the description below. I just want it to be pine themed, like pine tree themed. Oh, we have some visitors, so now we'll see some people walking around. Look how cool. But yeah, so just leave those all in the description, or the comment section below. But I will see you guys in the next episode. I hope you have a great evening, night, or morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you guys later. Bye!